when I'm starting to lose track of time, Ms. Shivers, so I apologize, Gabby, for that one. So how's everybody doing tonight? You looking for a good show? On behalf of thank you so much for being here tonight. On behalf of the Board of Education and Dr. Fire Superintendent, Dr. Corbett, our administrators, the entire staff at the middle school, thank you so much for being here tonight, supporting our students. Let's give them a nice round of applause. It's amazing what a spring concert does. You guys should be dressed like that every day in school. You guys look phenomenal. You guys look really nice. No dress code tonight, right? No dress code. Anyways, it's certainly a pleasure to be here tonight. We're certainly getting ready for Hershey Park on Friday, right? Very excited about that. And I want to wish them well. Every year they do a phenomenal job, but I can't miss out saying something about Ms. Shivers. Let's give her a nice round of applause. I don't know where she gets the energy from. She starts out in the summer, thanks to you guys for being here supporting the summer program. She's there for every single program. She's here early in the morning, late at night. Ree Shivers, let's give a nice round of applause. And most importantly, once again, parents, I want to thank you for your support, supporting the arts, being here for us, being here most importantly for your children. With that being said, middle school band, good luck to you. Good luck to you tonight. Thank you. Ms. Shivers.
The opening of Beyond the Darkness is best described as bold and dramatic. Every instrument has received special attention, especially percussion. Beyond the Darkness is a musical journey. It is an exploration of a place beyond a certain state of distress. It means to reach a higher place of hope or reality, to enter a new realm of something unbelievable, and open a new door. Whether you're alone or sad, there's always something greater beyond that darkness. We have had some dark moments in band, but let us show you the light as we guide you through.
Beyond the Darkness by James Swearigan is a piece about overcoming difficulty slowly. If you listen carefully, you can hear each of the instrument parts come and layer together into something beautiful. The song starts off slow and serene and gets fast and exciting, then it goes back into the serious part. But we overcome the challenges and come out victorious during the grand ending. Beyond the Darkness is a beautiful song. It represents the amazing potential that beyond the worst parts of your life, there are great parts of your future.
The next song we're doing is "And the Fire Rage." It is a song about a fire growing over time. You might see this in a different tempo as we play. When we begin, we didn't know how personally fire could affect us. We are blessed to have protected by amazing heroes. You can hear the chaos accumulating in heroic efforts. We hope as we play this, you can hear the story and feel the ferocious heat of the flames.
Earlier this year, I did a drawing of an eye with fire in the pupil for this song. The eye represents the human perception of fire, both as a tool and a danger. The flames surround the eye, but there is no fear in the pupil. It burns beautifully bright and luminous, but just like sections of the song, it can very easily spin out of control. So we can't be greedy with its power. Even though at first glance, the composition seems to be just about the scariness and how fire can put us in danger, if you dive deeper, it is more about illustrating the power it holds.
song that we'll be playing for you gives a special tribute to Glenn Miller. Glenn is a big band leader, trombonist, and arranger and composer. Our song pays tribute to Glenn Miller by playing some of his most popular songs, like Moonlight Serenade and Pennsylvania 65000. And Pennsylvania 65000. And there's nothing else. Oh yeah, In the Mood. Please enjoy these familiar pieces, and please, if you can, swing with us in the audience.
work extra specially hard. And Lila Santos and Aiden Harrigan tried out for state band and were chosen and participated in the state band program down in South Jersey. So could they stand up? Aiden Harrigan? One of the things that we do, because I love conducting so much, so I wait to the hardest part of the year, the end of February, the beginning of March, and we all teach conducting. So they're going to teach you just a little bit about it. What is this? A baton. And a baton is a stick to conduct an orchestra. To conduct an orchestra. And how do we cut off the band? Hug the band, choke the band. Hug the band and choke the band. So they all have to conduct individually numerous times. And then we pick some student conductors. So our first student conductor for the night is going to be Jeff. Oh, yeah.
Somewhere Over the Rainbow is from The Wizard of Oz. It was sung by Judy Garland in 1939. The overall meaning of the song is to leave your current circumstances behind and find new opportunities where your dreams could come true.
It is a timeless classic that reminds us of the power of hope, the beauty of imagination, and the magic of possibilities as it resonates across generations. Its soothing tones and uplifting message makes it a cherished favorite. Now here, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, also known as Somewhere Over the Gabby, which she'll be conducting.
Hamilton is a revolutionary story of passion, unstoppable ambition, and the dawn of a new nation. My Shot is about seizing opportunities and not waiting one's chances to achieve one's dreams. The lyrics of the song will be performed by one of our percussionists, Haley Kozak.
Thank you, Lily. Just like Hamilton and our other founding fathers, our band is not willing to throw away our shot. Tonight we will be playing a shortened version of My Shot from the musical Hamilton by Lin-Manuel Miranda. It is a fun, upbeat song that you will end up singing all day. I hope you enjoy the song, and thank you.
guess you can't tell that she loves that song. So in the program it says a little extra. There are many kids in this group who work so hard on just being a great musician and learning things that they want to learn that are not really easy. So a long time ago, a father really wanted his daughter to learn a really hard song. And so she did. And she's going to play a little bit of it for you right now. Here is Flight of the Bumblebee. So then Shane one day said, I really want to play Hoist the Colors, so we'll try to learn it. And then Brielle had a solo in it, and Brielle never gets to have a solo. So here is just a little bit of Hoist the Colors by some of the 8th graders.
One, two, ready, go. One, go.
classic American patriotic song that truly encapsulates the beauty of our people and our nation. It is a musical tribute to the vast beauty and diversity of the United States, whose Sea to Shining Sea captures the essence of the American spirit.
Inspired by the patriotic anthem, America the Beautiful, this piece invokes imagery of rolling plains, towering mountains, and the unity of a nation. With great melodies and rich harmonies, it serves as a reminder of the country's grandeur and the pride that comes with it.
Infinite Possibilities has the power to open your mind to new possibilities, inspiring listeners to believe in their own potential and create a life of joy. It tells us no matter where you are from or what zip code you have, you can achieve greatness.
Infinite Possibilities is a positive and energetic piece. It utilizes catchy rhythms and soaring melodies to invoke a feeling that anything is possible. Infinite Possibilities is about embracing humanity, especially during times of hardships, and finding growth through adversity. This is one of our competition songs. Randall Sandridge wrote this song. This is one of our harder songs.
welcome. Thank you so much for coming to help. Can you go out and put out the candy box that's out there? And I'll come out and meet you with some change. Okay, so we have one more candy box to sell, and there still are a couple of t-shirts. Thanks, girls. We're going to take a little intermission, and then we're going to come back with Jazz Band.
Band members all on stage. Mix it up.
Okay, here's hoping that everybody is here and everybody's on stage that's not in the front here. If you see any white and black people, tell them to quietly get on the stage. Okay, so jazz band members are super dedicated and they just stay at any time. They'll come and practice at any time, and we really have a great time. So I hope you enjoy our selections. I'll turn it over to Master Nick.
Okay, I'm getting some Master Nick. Hello everyone. The next song we're going to be playing is called Don't Get Around Much. It was a... Oh my gosh. No, you go through. You go through. My bad. Everyone, Jude!
Break out the hot sauce for this tasty Latin rock chart. It totally reminds us of our pep rally song, Tequila. Listen for Carter and Christian on the improv section.
Remember, we get 45. First time is Carter. Second time is Christian. Third time, we play the notes that are written and go on. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go.
don't get around much. It was originally made from famous Duke Ellington, and this jazz standard has been sung by everyone, like Frank Sinatra, Harry Connick Jr. So, without further ado, enjoy this swinging version as saxes and trumpets solo.
Ready? Amy Harry, are you ready? So when we get to 47, Amy Harry is playing as our solo. Okay? Okay. All right? 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go.
Here's our happy song from Disney/Pixar's hit movie Toy Story. The catchy melody and theme of friendship make this song a perfect choice for our jazz band, and it's one of a kind of a tune that you hear sing all night long, especially if Garrett and Jude doing the solos.
One, two, and one, two, three,
Gospel John was a great hit for Maynard Ferguson. In the 1970s, it still sounds totally hip today. This rocking chart has fun features for saxophone and trombone.
Good expression? Okay, everybody else is coming in 45. Okay? But it up. Okay, got it? 1, 2, and 1, 2,
Careless Whisper is one of our favorite jazz band music. Some of our members like to sing the lyrics while we play. Some are also very enthusiastic about the song, and we hope you enjoy it.
Oh, and how about that?
I have the solo.
Oh! You didn't want to say that. I also like to give a little round of applause to my little bass section right here. To some of the 7th graders and Lila Rose, Hannah, and Zoe, who have added to
Anyone who watches football on television has heard this high-powered and explosive theme song. Perfect to grab your attention as we jump back to concert band. We hope the drums will get your adrenaline pumping.
I want to thank Mr. Barney for lending us all of his equipment. Ready to have a break, please? Drummers, stand together so we can see who goes first. Yep, there you go. wanted to play NFL. So thanks for that, JJ. I lost my word sheet, so I think this is Alexandra.
Isn't it lovely to play in band? Well, we think so. And to express our thoughts, we will be performing for you tonight, Lovely by Billie Eilish, to show you what is so lovely about playing in band. Our percussion section is featured in this great arrangement.
Okay, take the chance here. I'm conducting and not playing. Okay, you got this. Instruments up. Alex. 1, 2, 7. sometimes someone just pops in that never played before and in 3 weeks learns all the music. So, good job, Kayla. Okay.
All You Need Is Love was released in 1967 by the Beatles. The song is a clear message that love is important and is everything. The song was performed on Our World, which was the first national TV production broadcast. The performance was watched by 400 million people. All You Need Is Love, and music, of course.
This song conveys a clear message saying that love is everything. This song is special to the CRMS band because we focus on love and taking pride in what we love the most. And this song describes us the most. If you would like, please join us while singing and dancing to All You Need Is Love.
If you see our shirts, it says all you need is love and music.
Hot to Go is an electrifying anthem that pulsates with energy, seamlessly blending in, catching up and infectious beats. It captures the thrill of adventure and the excitement of living in the moment, inviting listeners to embrace their wild side. It is the type of song that will be stuck in your head for days and make you want to listen to over.
Hot to Go is a song that shows you an opportunity to be yourself, to make you be you, and do what you want to make life more exciting. To make sure to have your ambitions shine as you make your life more interesting than it is now. Let this song be a reminder to believe you can be you can make your life a lot more memorable. Sing along.
That's right,
So we want you all to sing along. So Hannah, what do we do on H? What do they do with their hand?
Can you put your hands up? H, and then up. O, T, T, T. Two, O, G, G, R.
Okay, so now you know it, right? So Hannah has volunteered to come and lead the singing today. So I want to see your HOTT hot to go. Tegan's out there in the audience. She's going to be doing it too. Abigail, I see you. I see you. Okay, also we are so lucky to have our next student conductor, Brianna, come and conduct us.
for our band. Get ready to turn the volume up as the band starts with a big, blowing, up-tempo, heartbeat, fast, then adds to a familiar melody that I came up for this band to play.
We are family. The song "We Are Family" symbolizes how our school and our band come together as a family. I love this song because it brings our school together like a family. This symbolizes the love we have for each other in the school. We're going out to a big with the school. We are family.
These kids have been an inspiration to me, from some twins coming with really high notes and enthusiastic, and 7th graders who've worked so hard to get over the break and to play fast fingers, and 8th graders who've been great leaders and just loving all the time. I really can't tell you how great this year has been. So thank you so much for having great kids and letting me have them for a little bit of time. Let's have one more round of applause.
Hey everybody. If you don't know what we're doing already, which you probably should, we always thank Shivs at the end of every show, and this one's a little sadder for everybody, and I think every 8th grader is going to shed a tear. It's our last concert with Shivs. Unbelievably sad, I know. Anyway. I'm going to make you cry. Okay. Hi guys. As you know, this is our last concert with Shivs, and we would like to make this speech as her band officers. Woo! Mrs. Shivers is the heart and soul of our band, and we couldn't be happier about it. She's the most loving band teacher that we could ever ask for, and we are all so grateful. She dedicates her time to come in at 7 o'clock in the morning, I know, for a morning band, and to stay after school until 3:30 or 5 to help students achieve their goals in band. I want to go home. Good for you, Shivs. Miss Shivers is not just a teacher. She's a role model, a motivator, and a source of inspiration. She will go above and beyond to help her students succeed, not just musically, but personally.
Miss Shivers is an exceptional music teacher whose passion, dedication, and talent leaves a lasting impact on every student she teaches. She's a unique ability to connect with students of different skill levels, so it makes everyone feel seen, supported, and inspired to grow. Her classroom is a place of creativity, encouragement, and respect,
where students are challenged to push their limits. Thanks to your amazing leadership and mentorship, many students discover a lifelong passion and love for music. Not only that, but a deeper belief in themselves. Any student lucky enough to have her walks away with great lessons. Thanks to her inspiring ways, our band is more than just a group of musicians. We're a team, a community, most of all, a family.
Miss Shivers has been more than just a music teacher towards the band. She is an inspiration. She has inspired me to be the best musician I can be. She also reminds me that I'm capable of doing more than just easy songs and that it's okay to push myself further. Miss Shivers has used her creativity and passion for music to help us musicians in the band have a stronger connection to the music we learn. Whenever I think of Miss Shivers, I always imagine a teacher who uses her passion to help other students gain that same passion and even go above and beyond by starting to write songs or play in bands in the future. Her impact on the band will forever remain with those who move on from her class and the people after.
Hi everyone. Before I go on talking about this lilac, I want to say thank you to Mr. Shivers, who I've known for like the past 8 years. I'll hold the lilac. I don't need to. I just want to thank you.
Come on, it'll center you.
All right.
It'll center you.
I want to thank Mrs. Shivers.
That looks so weird. Okay, look at the paper.
No, this is not on here.
Okay.
All right. I want to thank Mrs. Shivers for being there for me for the past 8 years and pushing my dedication to learn and play new instruments and play new songs. Okay, that's part of I'm gonna stop crying now. This is the part of the lilac. So this lilac is a representation of Mrs. Shivers' band that she creates every single year. A lilac blooms beautifully in the springtime, but in the fall, it works its way up to be the beautiful plant that it is. Mrs. Shivers will plant this in her garden and watch as it resembles her band. In the fall time, we practice. We're almost in tune, but we can't get it right. In the springtime, when it is close to our band concert and competition, our music is lovely. Our music has bloomed into these beautiful sounds, just like the lilac has bloomed into this beautiful plant. Mrs. Shivers, I hope you enjoy this lilac, and every spring, when the gorgeous purple blooms come out, you enjoy its fragrance. I hope it reminds you of all of us.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. You know, this is the kind of love that I've got from each and every one of them. And it's this year. So I want to say how beautiful this year has been. Thank you so much.